Hey, else part 3 for August 8th on Tuesday. I cut a bunch of the grass. I got the side 40 to do yet, but as long as it was, man, it had to be 6-8 inches high. Yeah, there's a lot of offshoot, I guess. I don't know, your waste, right? I mean, I'm not bagging it, so you know, we won't let it get this long next time. And when we run it over again, it'll pick that stuff up. But yeah, I mean, it's working. It does shake, rattle, and roll a bit. I think probably the blade shafts, the bearings probably aren't in the greatest of shape. But it's doing the job, man. It did all around the other side, all out and back. I ran over some chicken wire that was buried in the ground, and it slowed things down. I just brought it in, made sure they didn't bind anything up and wrap it around the blade shaft. There's nothing on there. And then the leaf filter guy came and measured up everything. This place is it's not in the greatest of shape. I mean, and it's like Bob told me this morning, the longer you're here, the more things you're going to find that are wrong. I mean, we saw this, right? Up the stuff growing in the gutter. This whole gutter here, we could see from the upstairs bathroom, is packed tight full of crap, and it was full of water. They had renters here for 3 years. We didn't know that until a couple of days before closing, or we would have took a closer look. On this here on the other side of the house has, he said it had a heater cable, which he says there's obviously problems with ice damming, and he claims that the leaf filter thing will not allow the ice to build up, and won't. You know, he says some of the issues we're seeing with the shingles have something to do with the ice damming and all that stuff. So again, I won't get up that high. I'll be a little loose at this height here. I'm not one for being up in the air. So I mean, if we don't do it, we've got to pay somebody to clean these gutters. These gutters got to be clean. They're all packed tight full of crap. So and look what it's doing to the mortar down there on the foundation. I knew I had some tuck pointing to do, but when it really rained here last week, the water was gushing over there, and it was splashing, just splashing. I mean, you could see where it eroded all the dirt away there in the corner, at least right in front of this thing here, right? So that's what's causing the damage to that mortar as well, is the water running off and running right over. So actually, it's not as bad as I thought, man. The guy gave me a make up your mind today price of $6,000. They're going to physically repitch everything. They don't have to replace any of my gutters, but they are gonna repitch them and readjust them, clean them and dry them, wash them, clean them, and then wash them with a rag, so they're completely clean, sealed with some 50-year silicone stuff, and put the leaf filter things on to clean all the downspouts as well. For $6,000, and we'll never ever. It's a lifetime deal. We'll never have to mess with it. The warranty goes with the house, so it's something. If we ever sell the house, it's a good selling point. And you know, if not, we're gonna have to spend a lot more money in fascia, in wood damage, roof damage, and stuff like that. So I think $6,000 is a small price to pay. But we're going to run it by the boss first. I told him I can't sign anything and give you no answers for sure, because we got to run it by the boss. She's the number cruncher. So that's it for part 3. As you see, we got some insulation up on the walls. That wall's done. We have the front part of the wall a little bit to do. We've got the center, which is the shiny silvery stuff that we're putting in the middle. And the reason we're doing that, well, I'll just stretch this video out real quick, is I told you in the other video last night about building a mezzanine. So what we're going to do is it's 43 inches from here to the edge of the board that the track is mounted on. So we're going to have a 43-inch wide, 83-inch high, all, you know, here and all the way to here. And then we're going to have one just on that side there. So it gives us a lot more floor space. We're losing this room, right? This room here was going to be our fiberglass and spray paint room. Now it's got to be cleaned and painted and kept so the rodents and stuff can't get in here. And that's where our totes and basement stuff, just storage, right? Because we don't have a basement here. But so I'm going to have this extra bit. I can hang lights underneath there. So I want the silver stuff. Bench high is about this high. And so you want the shiny silver. I could put the tape on here, the silver duct tape, tinfoil tape. Or I can do what they taught me in clay school, is you take a roll of tinfoil and you put spray glue on one side and you put it right on. I actually did my wheel project. One of the things you had to make was you had to make a speed shape first, which was a small thing, and then we had to make a wheel of our own, design our own wheel, and make our own wheel out of clay, and then make it look like a wheel. Mine was aluminum, so I did mine in tinfoil. Some guys used Dynox, some guys painted theirs, whatever. But that's pretty cool. Tinfoil is relatively cheap, man, and I'll be able to cover the whole underside of the shelving unit with tinfoil as well, and it'll reflect all the light down, so it'll be bright. It'll be brightly lit. I can put it all over this wall as well, from the bench up to underneath the mezzanine. I could have come across here too, and I may still, but I got to have somewhere to put the RPM banner. The RPM banner has to go somewhere. So I'm thinking right there, centrally located, right in the middle of the china shop. So that's it for part 3. I'm gonna go whoop up on the rest of this grass. Love my new $250 Echo weed whacker. I suggest get the Echo. The guy at the store, young kid, really good, real good salesman, and you could tell he said he uses this stuff, and he swore by it. And he said, if you don't like it, you got 30 days, drain the gas out of it, bring it back, we'll refund your money. Kind of like Harbor Freight, right? It's a tool rental place, but I love it. And it started from brand new, pump, 2 pulls, started right up. Now every time you pull it, it starts right up. Absolutely love it. When we're done using it for the year, we will drain the gas, drain the carb, probably put a pressure gauge, pump all the gas out. We may even go so far as to take the diaphragm out and dry it off and everything, just to make sure everything stays good for next year. But super happy with that. I'm going to get back on the mower. I'm not going to bring you any on cam. I got my hands full as it is with this thing. So Godspeed, God bless you all. I'm going to get a drink of water, and I'm going to get right back out there to it. Part 3 in the can. China shop, China land. We're doing the side 40 now. Talk to you all in a bit.